How can you tell me that you forgot to lock the cord that is holding, that is the lifeline of the person? The cord is the lifeline of the person jumping. So if I'm going to do bungee jumping and you, the instructors, you have forgotten to lock it. Welcome to the Jollof and Wi-Fi studios. My name is Flo. If this is your first time coming across our channel, please consider subscribing for us. Put us on post notifications so that you're notified whenever we upload a new video. Yes, so today we are talking about a tragic incident that happened in Brazil. Yes, involving a young lady of 21 years old who unfortunately lost her life in an activity that was supposed to give her thrill, an activity that was supposed to make her happy. This was posted by Ines del Alma Mia on X. It's in Spanish, so I'll just read it and then I'll paraphrase it in English so that you can follow the story. It says, a young lady of 21 years old, Maria Eduarda Rodrigues de Freitas, died after falling 40 meters on the bridge of Esqueleto in Limeira, Sao Paulo, which is in Brazil. The operators of the company, between courts, tried to lift her. They lifted her in position of Superman and threw her to the void, forgetting completely to lock her line of security. After the impact, two instructors tried to run through the forest, but the police captured them with helicopters, and now there have been 6 people that have been detained, and the company has deleted its social medias immediately. So yes, this is what has happened over the weekend, which is like a very, very sad story, in which this young lady called Maria has lost her life due to I don't know if it's a negligence, if it is like a technical fault, because I personally believe, even though I don't work in bungee jumping or I don't work in any thrill-seeking activity, I would think that the first step to take is to make sure that the cord that is linked to the person has been connected, has been securely connected, to make sure that there is no risk of the person falling. How can you tell me that you forgot to lock the cord that is holding, that is the lifeline of the person? The cord is the lifeline of the person jumping. So if I'm going to do bungee jumping and you, the instructors, you have forgotten to lock it, what is the point? I understand that mistakes can happen, but when it involves activities that put the lives of people at risk, you can't tell me that you forgot. That is not an excuse. Forgetting to lock the line, my lifeline, is not an excuse. You can't come and tell me that you forgot to lock it. Like, I personally think that these companies have policies. Probably it's not the first step, it's not the second, but it is a step. Make sure that it is secured before the person jumps. Make sure, or at least when you start the service, make sure one of the operators test it out. Make sure I'm going to jump just to test it, and make sure that it is securely connected before anybody else does it. You had one job. Make sure it is secure, that nobody gets hurt. One thing is it being connected and then it breaking during the course of the activity. But when you completely forget, and when you see the video, it is so sad. She's 21 years old. She's a 21 years old young lady. I'm assuming probably she's in the university. If she's not working, or if she followed like the usual academic structure, probably she's in the university. Because usually most people at 18 years, that's when they tend to go to uni. So 21, probably she's in a third year. or maybe less, or maybe she's even done. You never know. But still, 21 years old. She's still very, very young. She's very, very, very young. And to lose her life in such a drastic way. Oh, come on. I saw a friend of mine post on Instagram after the incident that he's going to cancel, bungee jumping from his bucket list. Because after you see some of these things, it gives you, a new perspective on life that anything can happen. So sometimes there are some things that you should try and avoid. It's not her fault to want a little thrill. Maybe she's been stressed. Maybe she's been doing a lot of activities, working, and she wants to release some stress. She wants to do something fun. People love having thrill. The thrill of having your life risked in between death and life. It's thrilling. But then because they forgot the cord to link it, to secure it, this lady has lost her life. This lady has lost her life. This is sad. Apparently, two operators tried to run after the incident. I mean, yes, it is your mistake. You have made sure that it was locked. It is your mistake. But why are you running? It's not like it was intentional. It's not like it was intentional. Now that you are running, probably they're going to give you more charges because you tried to run. I feel like they felt so guilty that they decided the best option was for them to run. And the company has followed up by deleting its social media accounts, because obviously it is a shameful thing. They don't want anyone knowing that this is their track record. They've had a young lady, 21-year-old. Oh, come on. I can't begin to imagine the feelings that people who knew this lady and the young lady's parents are feeling right now. If she has family, if she has brothers, sisters, how they are feeling right now. Imagine telling your brothers and sisters. I think she's Latina, right? She's probably South American. By her name, I might be wrong though. But looking at her name, I think she's probably South American. She might even be from Brazil, And so just imagine telling your parents or your friends, "Oh, I'm going out to do an activity. I'm going to do bungee jumping." You're excited. You've taken photos. You're doing videos. It's your turn. You're going to do it, and then you never come back. I mean, this is also serves as kind of like an advice to some of us. We should be mindful. If you're going to do things like this, please make sure that you are doing it with like companies that are professional or have great track records. I'm not saying this one did not have it, but I'm just saying that take the precautions. Make sure that the risks are very minimal before you do it. Make sure the risks are very minimal. You're doing it with a legit company. It's like people that go and do like BBL and other stuff. When you're going to do it, at least make sure that you're going to a a big professional, so that there are not going to be any complications with your life and all that. So make sure that when you go to, make sure that the operators are assured. Please, can you make sure that the cord is connected? Let me see. Or maybe let them test it out. When you go in a group, tell them that, oh, our group wants an operator to do it first, and then we will continue. We will also do it. Once they've done it and it's secure, then you can go ahead. But this is a tragic one. This is a sad one. I actually don't know how to like when I think about it. 21 years old, like that could be me. It's a good thing I'm Ghanaian, because there are some things that I wouldn't try. There are some things that I really wouldn't try, because I love life, and even though life is for the living and for the thrill and all that, there are some things that I put limits to, because I love life too much. Let me know what you think in the comment section. At this point, I don't know. It's just it's very, very sad, and I would advise anyone who's going to do some of these things to take all the necessary precautions. Make sure you are paying. If you're paying a lot of money to have the thrill that will not end your life, make sure you are paying that amount. Not go and pay any what's it called? A few euros, few cedis just for this to happen. My name is Flo. As I said, if this is your first time watching our channel, please consider subscribing for us. Put us on post notifications so that you are notified whenever we upload a new video. Also consider following us on X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms. I'll see you guys in the next video. Just let me know what you think in the comment section. Ciao.